So, hey guys, how we doing this evening? It is Valentine's Day. It's colder outside, and we are working on a project tonight. Anybody who's watched any of my videos probably noticed how I always complain about not getting a lot of footage. I've worked out a solution for that for the boat, but as we go on this year, I want to do some filming, say for instance with other folks on their boats, and when I'm camping, and I want to do other stuff, and it's all about not having to mess with batteries, and I can just leave my camera set up and running. And but I'm working on kind of a portable solution here that I can take with me to video shoots for, you know, I've talked to a fellow about maybe doing filming some hunting stuff, and like say when we're camping, you know. So it'd be handy to have a portable thing that I could just pick up and take with me, and I could plug in my cameras and set them up and just be done with them for the day. We're doing a little bucket project, so I like my bucket project. I've got a Rural King battery, trusty old $22 Rural King, and this is a lawnmower battery, just a riding mower. So here's what I'm working with, guys. Trusty old Rural King bucket. I think it's like $2.99. A lid. Yolotek Power Stick 53. A 12-volt port light or navigational light socket. A couple pieces of wire. Got some room terminals for my battery connections. Smallest 12 volts battery I could get for that'll have some capacity. I'm looking to do this cheap, and I've got a Minn Kota Precision one bank charger, onboard charger. I got that when I bought my live scope. It was a bonus item. So, and a lid for the bucket, and we're gonna endeavor to start putting this together. So wish me luck. I'm sourcing the power from this battery. It's going to ride along in this bucket here. And basically what we're going to endeavor to do is this port is going to mount on top of the bucket. And of course I'm going to wire all my stuff inside the bucket. And the challenge is going to be trying to figure out how to fit this and the battery in there where they're not going to move around. So that's going to be interesting. Again, this is kind of a work in progress, so I'll learn from this one what I should do next time, and then when we do that, I'll give you an update. When I put this port in here, I'm not going to put it directly in the center of the lid of the bucket, because if I have this stick mounted in there, when I go to pick it up, that handle is going to be bouncing off of there. So we're going to do it where it's a little off center, so that when I pick this thing up, it's sitting a little forward of that thing, so I'm not bouncing off of it and torquing on it and stuff. Right. So it looks like I can get away with this. I set my battery down in here, and then you see I kind of dropped this the charger down here like this. If I set it up position where the print is correct, where you can actually read it, it doesn't work because the bucket's round and you don't have mounting position. But I think what I can do is I can put some bolts through the back side of here to kind of hold that in place. And actually there's not a lot of movement. I can pack some stuff in there though, maybe around the corners, just to kind of hold everything in place. Alright. So basically what I'm doing here, guys, is the ring connectors that were on the Minn Kota there were a little big, and I've only got 1/4 inch bolts, that 1/4 bolts here that are going to hold that be connected to the battery. So I had to get a little bit of smaller ring connector to make that happen. Ring terminals attached for the Minn Kota, and I'm going to put my bolts in when I go find some. So hang tight on that part, but we'll get it done. I ain't gonna need but maybe 6 inches of wire on each one. So let's go ahead and get those out of the way. Now then, I need to drill my hole in the bucket, top of the bucket here. Alright, so that's done. The head's going to swivel on there, so it doesn't matter which way the port goes in. So I'm just going to set this on here for the moment and get a couple screws in there. In there right quick, if it'll fit. Yeah. Okay. There it goes. So it's wired up. Got all the wires on there. So I'll get up to the battery. See how it goes. All right, we got battery hookage up. So let's snap the lid on here. Alright. And so we should have a power light. Yep. Alright, so this says we got power. Semi-completed setup, so we got our thing on there, and run up here, you see we got a power indicator light, which says we got 12-volt power, and then, so I should be able to run both of my cameras. I got a double mount on here. I should have should be able to run both of my cameras all day long with that setup, so provided I don't forget to charge my batteries. So now we just got to figure out the access for the charger device. I'm gonna have to figure out some way to reinforce this lid or something where that thing is not so wobbly, if you see what I mean. So because that'll, in a boat rocking around, that'll rock a little bit. So have to figure that part out, but work in progress. Basically, here's our final setup on this, and I've got a little bit I can tweak here. I need these wires to be a little bit longer so that when I take this lid off, it's not hanging by the wires. But we'll get to that. I'll extend those here next time I get to play with this. But I've got my battery charger bolted up here. I did verify that it is working. I've got my power connections from both the charger and the port up here all set. I've got power going to the port. I verified that. I'll show you the final setup here in a second. Take a pic. I'd like to be able to tuck the wire back into the bucket after I'm done charging though, so it's not out there for somebody to trip over. The RV things have like little service plugs you can put on the side of the RV. Might be able to get something like that, kind of little flip cover to flip that open and take the thing out. That's a brilliant idea, Dan. Why didn't you think of it before? This should be ready to roll for portable filming outside of the boat, and I can use this for both in the boat and elsewhere, at the campsite, at a filming location, be my little portable redneck tripod, if you will. Well, that's all we have for now. Don't forget to check out our friends at my724outdoors.com on the web and Facebook. Also, you can follow me at Panfish Guy on Facebook, Daniel Palmer 5623 on Instagram, at PanfishG on Twitter, and we now have a live website. Go check out panfishguy.com. It is also linked to all of my social media sites. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We have a great gear giveaway going on right now, and it's not too late to get registered. Thanks for watching. Hey, knock it off.